This would be, as you can see, the Ramsey show ending. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for doing this, but I think I'll just let that play out to start my show off. That little bit of it hopefully won't be a problem. Today is our show number 89. And don't need my glasses. And close that. There, get my notes up. Pull up the chat. It's interactive is what it is. What up, Tina Share? Let's see. What do I need to put in? Oh, boom. Tina is on tomorrow with Christy. It was supposed to be, I think, John and Christy, but Dr. Delaney is ill this week, apparently. What am I? Oh, schedule a free financial coach consultation. That's RamseyCoach.com/coach. Steve Money. Alrighty. And we'll just wait another minute or so. Anything fabulous on your mind, Queen of Sheba? Did you ever see that? Did you ever see that movie, Bye Bye Love, where Randy Quaid calls his ex-wife that? Cause she bought tires, cause she needed new tires. She bought that with the child support money. Yeah, I finally had to give up and block all the trolls again. I went a long time without blocking anybody. But I've never been happier in my entire life since then, by the way. Since the past couple days. What am I trying to do? Oh, donations. That's //paypal.me/ Coach D Money again. Alright. Don't know if it's on there, but yeah, that's really good. Paul Reiser, Matthew Modine, Randy Quaid, Rob Reiner, trying to think, Eliza Dushku is in it. That plays Paul Reiser's daughter in it. Email is what? Oh, dear Coach Steve Money. Can't talk and type at the same time. gmail.com. Alrighty. Yes, no coaster for Mr. Coleman today. Absolutely. Alrighty. Well, we'll get going here. Perhaps other people will join in the chat shortly. Drink soda below this. Sushi for dinner. I like my food cooked. Unfortunately, I'm not a big sushi guy. On the other hand, I don't know that I've ever tried even sushi, so I don't know for sure. But I generally, my idea about that is you forgot to cook this. Live from Columbus, OH. It's the Ramsey Show Aftershow show where we talk about the Ramsey Show YouTube chat and the people in it, except for the people I blocked, and all things financial and whatever else I want to talk about. I'm your host, Coach Steve Money. I'm a certified Ramsey Solutions financial coach and Ramsey Preferred financial coach as well. And you can schedule that like it says in the chat. Links are in the chat. You can schedule that free consultation that we give out. You can schedule that at ramseycoach.com/Coach Steve Money. You can email me about that, about scheduling or any other questions you have about anything else on my chat. CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. If you want to give me donation to make the channel better, that's PayPal.me/Coach Steve Money. That's the only way I can get any type of money for doing this, because I haven't reached the thresholds for being YouTube monetized, and until you get that, they don't let you receive super chats either. What up, Luciano? Thanks for the IOs, guys. What up, Bobs? Where was I? I did the donation. Yep, okay, donation. Because no YouTube monetization yet. Maybe one day. And I get a couple of, I mean, basically I double stream this to, I dual stream it to Twitch at the same time. I get a few views on there, but basically that's kind of just an afterthought. I really haven't done anything specific over there or anything with that in mind. You can also reach me on Instagram and Twitter at Coach Steve Money, no spaces. Today's Ramsey Show hosts were Dave Ramsey and Ken Coleman. And you can pre-order his new book, From Paycheck to Purpose, now, and get $100 worth of free bonus items. And tomorrow we have advance word that from a fairly reliable source from that the host will be Ken Coleman and Christy Wright. We do not know who's going to be in the big chair yet, but we shall see. Chat. Okay. Market report. As you can see, mixed. The Dow Jones Industrial Average and the Russell Index, which is small caps, is both down. Not that 0.19%, not that much. S&P 500 up, but not enough to erase the loss yesterday. So not a new. And as you can see, this is just the one-day volatility of it. And it got even, and then it said no, and then it got up here, and then it got all the way up here twice, and then went down, and went woo, oh, and they said no, that's not right, that's not right. Let's get up there again, and then it said oh no at the end. So there we go. That's the fun roller coaster of the S&P 500. NASDAQ probably about the same. Yeah, just not quite as much up and down. Hills and valleys aren't quite as big for the NASDAQ. NASDAQ is the tech stocks, of course. And yeah, so both of those are have not come back to their highs yet after going down mostly the past few days. Well, I was looking at this earlier. I thought, oh, maybe something good to cover. Maybe let's cover what bears and bulls are in the market. Where did I put that? Right there. So, if you're bullish, that's a term for being optimistic about a stock price, meaning you think it's going to be up. If you're bearish, you're pessimistic, meaning you think it's going to go down. So that's the difference between those. Let's see. Chin. Only lost a little bags today. Only a little bit. I don't know. Let me look at it again. Let's see what. Yeah, it might be about even today. because I don't have that much in small cap, and I'm much more heavily weighted in Nasdaq. So we'll see. And specifically, those tech stocks, looks like Apple, Alphabet, that owns Google, Microsoft up 2 points today. How about that? And Amazon down about half a point, and Facebook down just a hair. Tesla losing the 2 point whatever percent it gained yesterday, or some of it. I think it went up 4% yesterday, I believe, if I remember. And while we're talking about the Amazon, they are planning to open large retail locations akin to department stores. Don't mouse over that. This is from the Wall Street Journal, as you can see, the paper of record. And, yep. Akin to department stores. Online shopping pioneer wants a larger retail presence to sell clothing and household items and facilitate exchanges. Let's see. I don't know if there's going to be anything else exciting. Just knowing that's going to happen, and marks a new expansion for the online shopping pioneer into bricks and mortar retail, an area Amazon has long disrupted. Right. Some of the first Amazon department stores are expected to be located in Ohio, and California, the people said. Ohio generally gets a lot of the new, new food items at your, like Wendy's and McDonald's and stuff like that, where test market Ohio is. So perhaps Amazon using that, or they have whatever other data they have that made them decide to be here. So let's see. Yeah, I think that's about all we need from this. Any thoughts on that, where you can say, okay, I'm going to go drive to Amazon. I'm going to Amazon. You need anything? I like the things you do. If I could, I would be you. I don't know that song. Sydney, who does that song? Or is it an old song? What else we got? The FAA, this is from CNN Politics. The FAA proposes more than $500,000 in new fines against unruly airline passengers. We've talked previously in the after show, one of those times being yesterday, about passengers. Look, it's a kitty. I got distracted. Passengers being unruly and being duct taped to the seats, not by the staff of the airplane, but by the other passengers. So something I just thought about is, where does a passenger get duct tape to duct tape an unruly passenger down? The Federal Aviation Administration's announcement Thursday of $531,545 in fines against 34 passengers accused of being unruly on board is the single largest announcement of federal fines since the start of a nationwide crackdown earlier this year, bringing this year's total to more than 1 million. Yeah, try to be nice in the airplanes. It's Hey Tony. I like to think we do Hey Tony. Oh, that's the. Oh, I did not know they had a song back then. Maybe I was too busy being diabetic. I don't know. I don't know. Don't know that song. I'll have to check that out. As we said previously, this from Investors Business Daily. Dow Jones today, stocks stumble as global market slide. Nvidia, Synopsys, Macy's, Cisco Systems rally on earnings. So I guess those companies probably announced their earnings and then went up. Excellent. Let's see what the Nvidia did. And those would also be, Nvidia would be in the NASDAQ index and in the S&P 500. There it is. Gave up pre-market gains and slipped 0.3% in early action. Well, let's see. Whoops, get out of here, Ed. Let's see. It was up 0.01%, which is better than being even or down, I guess. Oh no, that's the after hours. Oh, it was up almost 4% today. So fun. That's fun. I think I have another. I thought I had another article. I'm not seeing it up here in my list, but I thought I saw another article about something about the silicon shortage and not being able to. I think it was some company was saying that they wouldn't make. Maybe it was AMD. Oh, let's see. Maybe I didn't pull it up here. Oh, this is interesting. OnlyFans to bar sexually explicit videos starting in October. Apparently, they're still going to allow nude photographs and videos, but only within their guidelines. So they want to, I guess, appeal more to everybody, I guess. No, I don't see that article, but there was some company was concerned about it. It was some buddy that did rely on the circuit boards as part of their deal. Now let's check on the chat. What up, Joe? Sydney's reading about the stock market crash of 29. Sure that wasn't fun. How much did that go down, Sid? How much did it crash? What percentage? For comparison, if you want to compare it, the market went down 33%, so a third in the pandy crash. So you hopefully bought when it was at the low there. As you continue buying, no matter what it does, you buy on schedule. And so if you bought when it was low there, when it was 5 months later or whatever, when it was back up to the previous, and then even went to newer highs, then you made a lot of return there. So that's the idea. Let's see if Sid answered yet. I think it was in the 20 percentiles. All right. Still not fun, but not as much. And of course, that was a lot closer to the inception of it, and it did not have the track record, so it would probably be even more scary, I would imagine. Let's see, did that one. The Biden White House tells states, of course, I can't read, what is this, Market Watch, can't read the whole thing because I've reached my article limit. But basically all we need to know is Biden White House tells states they can keep paying extra unemployment benefits with stimulus funds. States can continue to pay extra benefits beyond the September 6th cutoff under new White House guidelines. So it'll never be done. They keep putting a date on it saying, well, we're going to stop doing it, but then we still do it. So I guess it might never be done. Who knows? And this was interesting. We've talked about ransomware previously on the Ramsey Show Aftershow show. And again, I was saying yesterday, I think I was saying, when I also did it previously, that if I edited stuff, then later I would go in and edit this, and I would say the previously on the Ramsey Show After Show, and then it would come up and show where we talked about it before. That would be interesting. Maybe I'll do that one time for fun and see how long that takes to do that. Probably hours and hours and hours. At least the first time it would. Wanted disgruntled employees to deploy, is that word, ransomware. Criminal hackers will try almost anything to get inside a profitable enterprise and secure a $1 million payday from ransomware infection. Apparently now that includes emailing employees directly and asking them to unleash the malware inside their employer's network in exchange for a percentage of any ransom amount paid by the victim company. How about that? So, if the email says, supposedly, this is real, if you can install and launch our demonware ransomware in any computer company main Windows server physically or remotely, 40% for you, $1 million for you in Bitcoin. If you are interested, mail cryptonation92@outlook.com. And I wonder if perhaps Microsoft has closed that account since this came out. And the person has a Telegram thing. Telegram is a one of those conversation platform thingies like the Skype and the Discord and all that. Let's see. Crane Hassold, that sounds made up. Director of Threat Intelligence at Abnormal Security, described what happened after he adopted a fake persona and responded to the proposal in the screenshot above. It offered to pay him 40% of a $1 million ransom demand if he agreed to launch their malware inside his employer's network. This particular scammer was fairly chatty, and over the course of 5 days it emerged that Hassold's correspondent was forced to change up his initial approach in planning to deploy the demonware ransomware strain, which is freely available on GitHub. That's fun. So kids, if you want that, just go over to GitHub. According to this actor, he had originally intended to send his targets, all senior level executives, phishing emails to compromise their accounts, but after that was unsuccessful, he pivoted to this ransomware pretext. Abnormal Security documented how it tied the email back to a young man in Nigeria who acknowledged he was trying to save up money to help fund a new social network he is building called Sociogram. Let's see. Let's read this. And how do I know you aren't going to screw me? This is the guy that was pretending to be real, I guess. I'll leave you some info. I own Sociogram, a social networking platform, and the guy links his LinkedIn. And he says, I'm the next Mark Zuckerberg, LOL. Got the info? Yes, you're in Nigeria? Yeah. Reached via LinkedIn, Sociogram founder Oluwaseyin Mededupin, sorry if I got that incorrect, asked to have his startup's name removed in the story, although he did not respond to questions about whether there were any inaccuracies, missing a Y there, any inaccuracies in Hassold's report. Please don't harm Sociogram's reputation. He pleaded, I beg you as a promising young man. There you go. So, attacker's approach may seem fairly amateur, but it would be a mistake to dismiss the threat from any, not just West African, but any cyber criminals dabbling in ransomware. While multi-million-dollar ransomware payments are hogging the headlines, by far the biggest financial losses tied to cybercrime each year stem from so-called business email compromise, BEC, or CEO scams in which crooks mainly based in Africa and Southeast Asia will spoof communications from executives at the target firm in a bid to initiate unauthorized international wire transfers. Alright, and that is probably... Knowing the actor, and when they say the actor, they mean the guy that's trying to get this stuff, get you to put this stuff in your company's computers. Brings the story full circle. Yeah, also, just in case you don't know, a lot of times if you get something like this pop up on your screen, it's just an email. I mean, it's just a web browser pop-up. If it says you've been hacked or you have a virus or something like that, a lot of times nothing has happened except that popped up and told you to call that number or to just look at the restoremyfiles.txt or look at a text file they put on your machine. And if they did put a text file on your machine, you likely do have some other at best adware on your computer, and so that would have to be scanned to get that off of there. Malware bites for that. But a lot of times if you just hit the X, or if there's no X, if you just reboot the computer, if you can't reboot the computer, hold the power button in for 7 seconds, it'll shut off, and then reboot it and open your browser again. If it doesn't come back, you're most likely okay, but again, it doesn't hurt to scan it. Likewise, the newly formed Black Matter ransomware gang kicked off its presence on the cybercrime forums with the unassuming thread, buying, monetizing your access to corporate networks. We're looking for access to corporate networks in the following countries: the USA, Canada, Australia, the UK. All lines of business except for health care and government entities. Well, that's nice of them. Requirements: revenue, according to Zoom Info, over 100 million. Number of hosts, 500 to 15,000. That means number of computers or servers. We do not accept networks that anybody else has already tried to work on. Interesting. 2 options of cooperation. We buy networks, 3 to 100K. We monetize them, subject to negotiation on case-by-case basis. So basically, you give them how we work. You select an option of cooperation. You provide access to the network. We check it. That means they access your network or your business's network, and they take it or not, depending on whether it meets the requirements. Now, once you have given them access to the network, they don't need you anymore as well. So good luck getting that reward or whatever they're calling it. Interesting. Oh, haven't checked on the chat in a long time. Let's see what they're... The Queen of Sheba said, come on, Steve, you were there for the 29 crash. You don't remember? Not quite that old, Tina. I think the biggest one-day drop was in the 12% area, it says. Sydney laughed when they said the Dow rose to 281. Obs says, don't forget to hit the like button, please. You don't have to hit it. I mean, you don't have to be mean to it. You can, like, just click it, just graze against it a little bit, just kind of nudge it, just kind of, you know. You can do that. And subscribe. The subscribe button's right there. So is the notification bell. It's right there. What up, Clay? Thanks for dropping by, sir. Sydney says 10 million jobs are open, but we are extending unemployment. That's correct, ma'am. I understand they don't all pay great, but the welfare trap has got to be coming into play here. Boosted opines that I think that they could fix that trap if they still paid people while they worked, but in a diminishing fashion correlated to their income. If you could make that clearer, boosted. Fix that trap if they still paid people while they work, but in a demand. Oh, I see what you're saying. So they go to work and they give them a couple extra bucks. I see, for a little while or whatever. I got you. Okay, I understand. Sorry about that, boosted. Losing my mind here. Oh, let's see. What else have I got? That might be it for today. And Sydney's saying, what? Yeah, I didn't get a chance to prepare any of your... oh, well, I don't know. Well, let me do... I'll do my plugs first, and then I'll pull up one or two of your articles, Sid. And I do appreciate you sending them, even if you don't read them. Oh! Here it is. I found it. Oh, and another one too. Oh, I forgot because I forgot to add these. Alright, so that's that one, and there's this one. Alright. Stop it, Fox Business. Stop. Stop. Okay. Don't get copyright infringed on the Fox Business video jingle. Toyota to slash September production due to global chip shortage. That's all. That's the one I was talking about earlier. Let me see if I didn't have it. Oh. And this one. Okay. All right. Yeah, this is what happens when I go to... I do errands and I close all my tabs and such. So let's see if there was anything else on this. Basically, yeah, slashing his global production for September by 40% from the previous plan due to worldwide shortages of semiconductors, according to Nikkei Asia. Maybe that's pronounced Nikkei. Toyota shares were lower by 40% in the pre-market today. The automaker had planned to make just fewer than 900,000. That number has been cut to about 500,000, resulting in a temporary production shutdown at several domestic factories. Maybe. Again, I'm available to proofread this stuff, Fox Business, and whoever else wants me to do that. For a small fee, I will be glad to do that. As you can see, then this probably is live. So this is what was actually today's result. So it probably went down 4.09%. What did it say it did improve? Oh, that was in the pre-market. Oh, so maybe not. That might not be like a live ticker thing there for that stock. Okay, and we had 401k. Some good news. 401k balances hit a new all-time high, Fidelity says. Retirement account balances are at new highs according to Fidelity Investments. Thanks to the market's recent run-up and increased savings, the number of 401k and IRA millionaires also hit all-time records in the second quarter of 2021. And my question would be, wouldn't you think that would always be happening? Like constantly. I mean, I know you got people that like close them out. They take all the money out. That kind of thing, but you constantly have new people starting them. Must be people like cashing out early, I guess. That was causing that not to happen, for this to be a big deal to write a story about it, maybe. Let's see. Retirement account balances, which took a sharp nosedive in 2020 when the coronavirus outbreak caused economic shockwaves, are all now at new highs. Yeah, okay, I see. Because the market went down. Okay, the market went down, and so they would be lower. Okay, okay, I get it. I get it now. I was having an understanding impairment there. So yeah, I get it. So it does depend on when the market's at new highs, but it's been at new highs for months and months and months. Like six or 7 months after the crash, it went to a new high 6 or 7 months later. So that's the deal on that. And that live stream they're doing, thank you for letting us know. Jobless claims hit a new pandemic era low and a sign of hope for the employment picture. So that to go along with the news that the White House is saying they can use. Oh, that was I don't know if I read it. Did I read it where it said they can use? Oh yeah, with stimulus funds, they can. I guess stimulus funds that they have given states. I guess states can choose to use those for that. Then, if they have stimulus money from the federal government left over, I guess. All right. Back to this one. The key points: jobless claims totaled 348K for the week ending August 14th, below the estimate of 365,000 and down 29,000 from the week before. Continuing claims fell to 2.82 million as both counts mark new pandemic era lows. A separate report showed that manufacturing growth in the Philadelphia region was lower than expected. Alright, so that's good. Should be. Whenever that happens, that should be good news all over. Looks like that's about it, though. That's exciting. I mean, there's details and details and details in it, but you get the bit, probably. And I'm still moving, so there will definitely, all these will not be put into the description. All these articles will not be, unless the Queen of Sheba would like to do that herself. If she wants to do that, she can let me know. Sid said, I read the page on Wikipedia again today. A person who makes $30K and has kids may be eligible for an additional $50,000 in welfare. Not again, also. She also read the page on what said that. Sydney agreed with something I said 8 hours ago. I don't know what it was. Oh, and 401k loans. Yeah, 401k loans could be lowering that as well. That's right. Moving. Speaking of moving, the Ramsey Show Aftershow show is still going to be taking place because I do that at work. So, but beyond that, let's see. So that's 6 p.m. Eastern Time every weekday. 6 p.m. Eastern Time every weekday for the Ramsey Show Aftershow show. And again, tomorrow it is Christy Wright and Ken Coleman. Do not know who will be in the big chair. But we have it on good authority. That's who it's going to be. I think it was supposed to be Dr. D, but he's under the weather. Don't know if it's the pandy got him or not. And board gaming with Stephen Glenn most Tuesdays, but not this past one and not the next one. I think this coming week, I think he's going to some board gaming convention. Very exciting. And I will usually start a live stream just for chatting if the Ramsey Show mod has not posted that day's show by 10 a.m. Eastern Time, as was the case 5 times in the past month. But he seems like lately he's been getting that posted by 10 a.m. And as far as other streams, yeah, probably no extra ones this week. Maybe on the weekend if I take a break from moving. Maybe. But during the week, probably not anything extra. And here's this, of course, the Ohio fact of the day. Thomas Alva Edison, developer of the incandescent light bulb, the phonograph, and motion picture camera, was born in Milan, Ohio. Unless they pronounce it Milan, just like we say Lima instead of Lima, for our city here in Ohio. But he invented the light bulb in his New Jersey laboratory, though. But here's where he was born, and as you can see there, Thomas Alva Edison Birthplace Museum is what this is here. So the house he was born in, I guess, museum, or they built something on there. That looks like it might have been an old style house, I don't know. But that's where Milan is, and I think I had heard of it before, but I had no idea where it was, and so let's scroll out. And we see it's up there near Sandusky. That would be the home of Cedar Point. And you can see Canada, supposedly, when you're at the top of some of the roller coasters. And so you can see Columbus is way down here. Toledo right there, Cleveland right there, and so that's where Milan is. Where's Lima? Oh, Lima's right there. Just by chance. Cincinnati down here to the southwest. Always have to go. Okay, east is that way, and then figure it out that way. I know south is down. I already knew that. All right. And so that's that. Anybody in the chat got anything else interesting? Otherwise, we will call it an after show. Tina would be more than happy to wait until after the move for me to link the articles. Okay, great. That's great. I mean, I guess it won't be. I mean, I could link them after the fact, I guess, and it wouldn't take that very simple edit. I could even do that while the video's processing. I could do it like immediately after I end the stream. It's possible. I just don't know that anybody would need it after I talk about it already. Because it's only important while I'm talking about it, right? Let's see. Ellie says, I just saw an article that the feds are auto-wiping out student loan debt for people with disabilities who cannot work. All right, yeah. Yep, that's one of the reasons. Yep, they're doing it for that. They're doing it if your lender or your school lied to you about anything, or if the lender or the school were at all negligent in some way, they're getting rid of those as well. Ellie continues, it was just announced, severe disabilities only. Sid said, David talked about that before. A woman called in who received brain damage after a car accident, and she had a young child and student loans. Dave told her that her loans would be forgiven since the brain damage made her unable to work. All right. You had to go through a process for it. It was not automatic before. Sid said maybe the department was getting tired of all the paper. You would think so, but it seems like they run on the paper over there in the DC. Alrighty, let's see. Last night I did a 12 views. Look at that. I don't think nobody chatted during it at all, but I did a Madden video. I updated a roster with the actual cuts and signings that have happened. EA Sports doesn't generally do an update until the final 53 are set. So, and that will not be until, I want to say, like right around September 1st or something like that. Yeah, somewhere in there, because the first games are the first week of September, I think, the first regular season games, and they have to be down to the 53. And plus, they have a expanded practice squad again this year, just like they did last year for the Pandy. So I did that one, and just basically telling people that I had done a roster, and then I went through it and talked about the possible / probable cuts, and so what the actual 53-man roster would look like for the Washington football team. So I did that, and again, that's probably going to be my last other video other than Ramsey Show Aftershow for probably at least a week. Depends on how fast I can get all my stuff moved. 2 days ago, I did the second tech support video, and that's where I go onto the Reddit and I look to see what kind of problems people are having with their computers, and I say what could possibly have caused that and what they can try to do to fix it. Fun times. Alright, and still, been a few days since I heard from my daughter. Gonna have to make sure she's still alive, and also find out what up if she's too busy to make content with me. Like, what else would she possibly have to do in life? I mean, she's got 2 jobs, I know that, but you gotta prioritize, right? You gotta prioritize. What up, Marks? Yep, Ellie agreed with me. The federal government gets jollies from paperwork, no joke. She was probably even typing that before I had said that. Feds has forms for everything's. That's right. Sometimes there are forms for forms. That much is certain. Yep. Sid's excited for tomorrow. It's Friday, of course. Who wouldn't be excited for Friday? Well, that's right. They're going to Tejas de Brazil for Hub's birthday. That is awesome. Tell him we said happy birthday from the after show. And he's gonna be how old? I know you guys are babies. Everybody in here is a baby probably, compared to me. My son gave me a $30, yes, $30 gift card to Raising Cane's. And how about that? Yummy, yummy, yummy. So, and that's basically bags for me, because I was gonna go there anyway and spend my own money. Now I can spend this money, and so now I have that money extra. So a lot of times what I actually do when something like that happens is I will just take that money and add it to his college fund. But we'll see. Margs wants to know, is it an all-female chat today? Boosted, yeah, Boosted and Joseph were in there. Was it? Or did I not see Boosted? I thought I saw Boosted. Let's scroll up. And Luciano, I don't know if Luciano is male or female. Yeah, I can't wait. I always say it's from being brought up in Virginia, I guess. But I always say yes sir, yes ma'am. So I can't wait until I do the wrong one and get in trouble for that. That'll be awesome. I was born in the 70s. Yeah, well, everybody's a baby to me. Like I said, you're still older. I'm 68, so I'm 53 now, as of Saturday. So, but yeah, you could be. So I mean, you could be like 10 years older than me, maybe, if you were born in 78. Steve did not get an ice cream cake this year. I think my son is trying to make me healthier by cutting out the sugar. So he did not get an ice cream cake this year. So the next one I get to have might be the next time my daughter comes here. She likes them as well, and so I normally get him. No, I think Tisa's older than me too, maybe. I mean, younger than me too, maybe. I don't know. It's, oh no, you're right. Tisa's just a little bit older than me. Tisa and I think Judy Pine, maybe. Judy Pine might be older as well. But that's right. Diabetes care, yeah. So, hey man, if he got it for me, I would risk it. You know, I mean, I don't eat the whole thing in one day, so I'm fine. I'm fine if I have that, but I don't need it either. So, like I said, I'll get probably. I would imagine my daughter would visit for Christmas again, and so we'll probably get one then. I'm younger than your hubby. Oh, that's right, Tina. Yeah, we discussed that I think before. But yeah, but he's not in the chat though, so. That's nice to be younger than people, though. Okay, I'm younger than Marge too. Okay, great. That's great to be young. Hey, that's what you do, man. If you're chubby, you hang around someone fatter than you are. If you're old, you hang around older people, and that way you feel young. That's how that works. Don't be one of those people, diabetics, who chow down on sugar then give themselves their insulin. No, I won't. I don't have to. I only had to be. I was only on insulin for like 2 months after I was diagnosed, and then by changing diet and the metformin pills, I didn't have to take the insulin anymore. So, in bed, does he work nights? What's he doing in bed? 7 p.m. Eastern Time. What in the heck is he doing in bed there, Tina? Or do you have a hard day at work or something? Mark says, amen. I feel like a youngster when I attend church. Yeah. Well, just go wherever old people are, and then you'll be fine. Works 12-hour days, 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. Well, then in that case, bed at 7 p.m. is approved. Absolutely. Yeah, Judy Pine is 70s, and Ellie says 70 years young. That's right. So there you go. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I appreciate you guys so much. Whether you're older than me or younger than me, much appreciate. Plus 5 a.m. to 1 p.m. on the weekends, and then Tina put bags in the chat. Absolutely. Shout out to Ao. He's still, if you're wondering, he has his channel. the Anthony O'Neill channel on the YouTube, and he still puts stuff on there, and he still has financial advice on there as well. And I'm wondering if there would be, now that he's not a Ramsey personality anymore, I wonder if there will be any financial advice that would be different that he does. That's interesting. That'd be a good question for him. If I ever have him on the after show, I will ask him that question. If he would have any differing opinions on any of that stuff. Because the last thing I saw that popped up I haven't watched any of it. Haven't watched any of the table. I've just seen some clips of it as well. Haven't watched any of the other personality stuff, except I watched Rachel's Instapot episode of her show, the Rachel Cruz show, just so I could see her mom on it. Her mom has been on that one and another one of hers that I didn't see, but that's one of them. And if you want to see that, you can YouTube search Rachel Cruz Instapot. Ellie asks, is he still technically working for Dave anymore, or is he completely on his own? That much I don't know, because I don't know if the table is a Ramsey creation. I don't know if that's made at Ramsey Solutions even. If anybody has watched the table, has the set changed at all recently? That would give some indication. So I don't know any of that stuff. I don't know. I thought the table would still be under the umbrella, so at least be Ramsey adjacent there, but I don't know. Sid said he's going to have a lot of if my wife or if my daughter advice that will probably be wrong. Yeah. So Sid likes her job, not bad so far, good benefits, good pay. Hashtag blessed. I added that myself, so. Ellie's thinking completely on his own. He isn't listed at all on the website. Yeah, he was, until a few days ago, he was still listed as one of the personalities, but they did change that a few days ago. And so, like I said, I don't know if Ramsey Solutions has any stake in the table or not, or if Sid confirms, very blessed. So good. I didn't hashtag out of turn there. Sid says she thinks they may have him as a contractor now. They might. He might be a what kind of contractor is that called? I'm blanking on it. Independent contractor, yes. Oh, I talked about streams, but I didn't give my plugs. Once again, I'm your host, Coach Steve Money, certified Ramsey Solutions financial coach, Ramsey preferred financial coach as well. And you can schedule a free consultation with me. All the links are up at the top of the chat. And, of course, the email's right there, coachstevemoney@gmail.com. Donations, paypal.me/coachstevemoney. And you can either email me about scheduling a free consultation, or you can just schedule it on the Ramsey Solutions website. And the specific address for that is ramseycoach.com. That's their domain, ramseycoach.com/Coach Steve Money, and that's my particular page on there. Sid says if he is still making shows, he may contract the talent for that show, and the show remains Ramsey property, but he would be free to make his own stuff. Well, is that all speculation, of course? That's right. We don't know. They haven't announced anything. Ellie says makes sense. Ellie thinks they should have done a press release, though. They don't tend to do that. about anything that happens there. Did I finish? Instagram and Twitter is Coach Steve Money, no spaces. And if you'd like to, I did that already. Donate. That's the only way I can make money. Still only. Let's do a subscriber check. 70 subscribers. It's up this week. Actually got some this week. It went up after I blocked everybody that was annoying the other day on the stream, on the Ramsey Show chat. I got like 4 subscribers and then lost 2 again. So I don't know. But anyway, so I am 930 short of the 1,000 subscribers I need to be monetized. In addition to the 1,000 subscribers, I also need 4,000 hours watched. I'm honing in on the 1,000 hours. Now I'm close. I'm 930 or something like that. Which Joy would tell you that's almost 4,000. But yeah, 930. Let's see. Mark said, "Do you guys think it's all consensual though?" The way the mod worded it, Marks, was Anthony decided to build his brand on his own, and they are cheering him on. That was the way he worded it. So. You can check the DR Reddit. Sydney says, I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, you certainly could check it, but I mean, at worst, it would be some other speculation that would be on there, but. I would put Reddit slightly below Wikipedia for definite true. Ellie thinks they should do a company block press release, like here's what's happening in our company kind of deal. They don't want it. Ellie has found Reddit to be like garbage reads. Yeah, pretty much. It depends on what forum you go to. I mean, the problem is, most of the time, no matter what you're going to be talking about, there's going to be people that are like, I do it better, I do it this way, or I don't like that, I like this instead. And so, for example, to use something close to home here, for example, instead of going into if you like Lord of the Rings, instead of going into the Lord of the Rings subreddit, Lord of the Ring fan would go into the Star Wars subreddit and say, Lord of the Rings is better, Lord of the Rings is better. Instead of going into the Lord of the Rings subreddit and talk with kindred spirits in there about how great it is. And so, which is the opposite of what I would do. But, you know, that's what the kids are into, drama these days. And people love to hold. Love to do the trolling. Since there's probably more rumors and speculation, but that's where we got most of the info about Hogan. Did we get info from Hogan from there, Sid? I don't remember that. I don't remember where anything came out from Reddit. Wikipedia is actually a lot better about their info than they used to be. Alright, I'll take your word on that. Ellie says she imagined those Reddits have a bunch of people in nerdy garb dressed up as their favorite characters. Probably some of them. Yeah, I saw some, I just saw some, like, article. I don't think it was an article in a newspaper. Oh, actually, I think it was. I think it was in a Nashville newspaper, or at least on the Nashville newspaper's website that I saw something about it. Yeah, and we have. He's done. I think he did it. He's done an interview since then, but I didn't watch it or anything, and I don't know. I don't even remember where it was. So, yep. Alrighty. So, normally I would sit here and chat for at least another 23 minutes and go an hour and a half. We've done that before, not recently. But I need to do some moving, so Marge learned a lot from reading Chris Hogan's wife's Twitter, her side of course, but I believe her. Alright, well, let's find out then. Marge, was it that she signed the agreement with Ramsey, and then she changed her mind about informing Dave about their marriage counseling sessions? Is that what she said? I didn't read her Twitter, so I don't know. Do not know what her side was, but from what the information I got was that they agreed, they signed an agreement, and Hogan was going to be allowed to still work there, but Dave required them to provide proof that they were doing the counseling and about the status of it, how it was going. And we may have some. I'll try to think of something to talk about. Well, we may have some dead air while she's typing that. Feel bad for the kids. Divorce is hard enough without it being public. Oh, are they divorcing? See, I did not know that either. Tina Scher is out. Good night, ma'am. May you and the Prince and the King have a blessed morning tomorrow in Sheba. She didn't sign it according to her. Okay. Okay. So maybe Chris just signed it then. Okay. Alright. Well, I'm sure that will come up in court. So there you go. But in the end, I don't think any of that's going to matter as far as court proceedings, because they're allowed to. It's a at will employment state, and they're allowed to. Oh, they already divorced. Okay, I did not know that. All right. So I don't understand is the lawsuit still with her and Chris together against Ramsey Solutions, or is it just her, or just Chris? Interesting. Don't you hate it when you get somehow I got a mosquito bite through my sock? That I don't know, but I think Davidson County has public court dockets. All right. Davidson County, is that county? I thought it was a different name. I've heard him say it before. I know it's it's Franklin. Oh, never mind. Columbus is in Franklin County here in the Ohio, and that's what I was thinking of. So, all right. I thought there was a and I thought it was both of them, But if they're divorced, I don't know. I mean, I guess they could still be co-plaintiffs in there. So, okay. All right, Ellie. Yeah, they could. I mean, they could still be co-plaintiffs, I guess, even if they are divorced. But who knows? Who knows? Right. I knew about that one. Yeah, but I thought there was also. I thought there was also related to Chris Hogan as well, but that could be wrong. I don't know. Again, granted, I mean, we don't. For anybody watching this, none of us were there. None of us know anything. This is mostly speculation, and what Hogan's wife wrote on her Twitter account, I think it was. And so that's being typed in here, and so I'm seeing that third hand or second hand, one of those hands. So we have no idea what's going on actually, just speculation. But none of those, yeah. Mark says not our circus. Thankfully, still love Dave Ramsey. Absolutely. And the advice and the plan is what the main focus is on, and that will help anybody get out of debt. And have a wonderful financial future. And this would be a good time, I guess, to end it and say to make smart financial decisions every day. Thanks, guys. We'll talk long next time. While everybody's chatty, I'll stay longer. But I got off work 13 minutes ago, and I'm still here. So, but that's fine. I don't mind putting off moving stuff a little bit longer. All right, guys. Thanks so much. We'll see you tomorrow in the Ramsey Show chat. And if not there, perhaps during the Ramsey Show video at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And if not there, perhaps on the Aftershow here, again, at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Bye, Faith. Bye, everybody. Again, make smart financial decisions, not just one day out of the week, but every day. Good night.